But anyways, it was amazing that it just cleared that path, and I just went right there. And it's been blocked from me. I mean, I've been in counseling, I've been in AA, I've been in Al-Anon, inner child workshops, I've been baptized, I've been saved, you name it. I mean, I have really gone that path, trying to find out what is it, you know. And it was amazing that quickly. That was our 4th week, and I had gone to the 2 previous, so 6 weeks. You know, that was really major for me.
Big change.
Yeah, very big.
Wow, I'm so proud of you.
So great to be here. I've had like little things. I have lost 12 pounds. I went to the doctor yesterday and had my checkup, and I'm fine, and that was good to hear because, you know, I just knew something was going to be wrong with me. But I'm fine, lost 12 pounds, and I did have something happen Sunday that was very, very, I don't know, changing, life-changing. You know, I've said before that I went into alcohol recovery in '92, and I could pretty much look at the issues with my parents as to how they affected my life and how I adopted their attitudes and their beliefs. But with like when I was tapping over my 3rd husband, I choose to call him number 3 now, because I feel more comfortable giving him a number than calling him by name, because it like distances him, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I say number 3. So stupid, but anyways, I really, since I tapped about that issue of empowering myself not to fall back in the same old pattern, and when he phones or shows up at the door, which I know he will because I know him, I've really been doing the tapping, you know, God, please empower me. Empower me to figure this out. You know, what is it that I keep going back to this person, this dry well? You know, he's a dry well. He's always going to be a dry well. And finally, I was so miserable all weekend long. And finally by Sunday, I don't know how it works for everybody else, but for me, when I talk, the light bulb goes on. If I can get myself directed, and it's usually like with my family members, my sister, my mother, you know, someone who's close to me that knows me real well, I'll start talking. And if I can get headed in the right direction, I usually can figure it out. And Sunday I was bawling and squalling to my mom, and, you know, I just don't get it. Why can't I let this person go? I'm so uncomfortable. You know, I walk around uncomfortable, like, you kind of like this kind of feeling, because I want to get this, I call it the monkey on my back, this feeling about my number 3. And so anyways, we started talking, and with my mom, we always go to the same things. It's my dad. It's the divorce that happened 30 years ago. She's never gotten over. But when she went there, I noticed that my mother could not identify with the fact that my father was an alcoholic, and I had to remind her when I was 4 years old, he would come home with beer on his breath every day. Mom, Dad's always been an alcoholic like I've always been an alcoholic, okay? So anyways, that led to my grandpa. Well, my grandpa abused me, not like in a beating manner, more in a mental manner when I was a child. And somewhere along the line, I put him in the dead box. And the last time I saw him was in 1979, and he was on his deathbed, and I had absolutely nothing but contempt for him. And when he died, I was like, well, you know what? The world is a heck of a lot better without that old bastard, you know? That was my attitude at 18 about this man. I mean, he was the type that I'd walk in the house, and he'd spank me before I even got in the house. I'm warning her, you know, because I was like the inquisitive child. I got into everything, and, you know, but anyways. But because I put him in that dead box so long ago, even through 12 years of recovery, I've tried to do 12 years of recovery, I could not figure out this connection with my number 3. And then my mom, we brought up my grandpa, but anyways, things started clicking for me. And like I can remember saying years ago, you know, number 3, when you drink, you smell just like my grandpa. You know, and all of a sudden, I realized that number 3 in my subconscious was my grandpa. And that I was going back and going back and going back because I wanted that love that man never gave me. I wanted that acceptance, and and here, I never got it from Grandpa, and I'm never going to get it from number 3 either. But you know what a relief that gave me. I just can't tell you. I don't start bawling. My makeup will get messed up. But I really, it took me so long, to figure that out. Because a 40-year grudge. I must have been 3 or 4 when I put that old man in the dead box.
And it's your grudge.
Yeah, it was my grudge. And another thing I've tapped on is to forgive myself for carrying a 40-year grudge against that man.
True.
And to forgive him because he was a terrible alcoholic. He wasn't a violent alcoholic, but he was like a case a day. But he was just mean, just mean, nasty, But it's been on my mind. I told my sister, I really wanted to share about this because this gave me, this is worth it. This is worth it. This is worth my time. This is worth my time to start journaling. I started the journaling. I haven't gotten to the affirmations yet. But this is really worth my time. And I'm really worth it.
Yes, you are.
Hey.
I'm so proud of you. Isn't that amazing, though?